Hello, everyone, and welcome to Civic Platform. This is your hosts from Winnipeg, Zuher Almusre. Manitoba Start organized one of the very important workshops for new immigrants and newcomers to Winnipeg, and this workshop titled Strategies for Applying Online, Creating Professional Resume that are approved by Applicant Taking System ATS. So many of us we use that method and we click apply online and we attach our resume or cover letter, but we didn't hear from the employer back. So why? What we did a mistakes? Why it looks very challenging? All these questions in this episode you will find the answers from it. So if you are looking for a job and you applying online, this episode's for you. So let's jump right in and see all that advices from this valuable workshop.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Yalcin Tosun. I'm your career coach at Manitoba Start. And now, as I said, this session is being recorded. So please let me know if you have any hesitations, and you can also turn off your camera. And so this presentation is about strategies for applying online, and it will be 1 hour presentation. So we have also a guest, Zuher Almusre. Hi, Zuher.
Hi, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Zuher Almusre, and I am journalist for You Multicultural channel. And it's part of my job to attend this kind of workshop to help the community to be more stable in Winnipeg and give them that opportunity to understand how to build their resume. So thank you for having me again. I will be silent and to give
Sure.
the organizer the all time to manage his presentation. Please, you can start.
Okay, thank you very much. So hello everyone again. Let's start our presentation. Do you see my screen? I hope I shared the presentation. Please let me know if you can you still can see it. And so this is strategies for applying online. We will be focusing on the different strategies, how our resume can be more compatible with applicant tracking system. So that's our objective. Let's start with, first of all, the definition of applicant tracking system. I know that most of you already know about it because it's a very common thing in the job process that we are encountering. And first of all, applicant tracking system is being used by many organizations, large and small, and they are using applicant tracking system. It's a software. They are using this software to store, retrieve, and review the resumes. So it's a very common way for companies to use this software. So the agenda of today is what is applicant tracking system? We will focus on this. How does this system work? How does ATS impact our work search? And how can we optimize our resumes? So this is another thing that we will be focusing on today. And let's start again with the definition of applicant tracking system. So this is a software, human resources software. As you all know, human resources employees are really busy and they have receiving lots of resume during the day. So that's why this human resources software has been developed by the software developers to help human resources and to ease their job. First of all, this human resources software, it's acting like as a database for job search applicants. So many organizations, as I said, small, medium, and large companies, they are using ATS system to store, retrieve, and review resumes. So that's why when we create our resumes with this knowledge, if we start with this knowledge, it will be very helpful for our future future applications. When we submit our application, with this knowledge, we can always create a resume with the necessary changes implied by applicant tracking system, and it will help us to see these changes on our resume. So first of all, uh, again, why they are using this? Because it helps recruiters and hiring managers filter out the best candidate among hundreds of applications. So that's why they are receiving hundreds of applications, and they don't want to lose their time with the ones that are not compatible with the requirements that have at the beginning they have decided. So they are doing this by um, choosing some keywords. So they expect the future employees, when they apply for a job, they submit their application. So the first thing we need to do to know the necessary conditions, and also target our resume according to the conditions. So ATS is an automated system. It's easier for recruiters and saves time while avoiding human error. So basically, this is a software, and it's eliminating the resumes that are not compatible, that are not having these conditions set by human resources directors and other human resources employees at the beginning of this recruitment process. The applicant tracking system, ATS, parses a resume's content into categories, and then it scans for specific information. So again, keywords are really important. Keywords are the heart of this system. When we talk about targeting our resume, so it's all about using the keywords. Okay, keywords are essentials. We need to pay attention what kind of keywords they are using in their job posting. So first of all, analyzing the job posting is another important thing before we start targeting our resume. So we will look at the keywords. We will look at how recruiters set these keywords at the beginning, and because recruiters can look through stored resumes by using keywords. So they have different search tools, and they are using these keywords, and they are using by using these keywords, they are automatically eliminating some resumes. So for newcomers, I just want to remind that this session is being recorded. If you're not comfortable, please turn on your cameras, okay? And again, let's see what else we have here. So rank, what is this rank? So after keywords, this elimination system, because these keywords you can freely and easily find in the job posting. Some ATS system, they will compare your resume to the job description or job posting and rank applicants based on how well their resume matches to the job posting and description. Let me give you an example. For instance, if you prepared your resume by using the keywords, and if you checked it, there are some tools that you can check your matching score. I'm gonna explain also this. And for example, if your score is 30%, it's not a very high score, because our objective when we create our targeted resume is to achieve at least 75 or 80% matching score. So your resume will have this score, this ranking score, matching score, in order to let's say be successful in this ATS system. So there are some ways to increase your matching score. First of all, we talked about the keywords, right? How does ATS impact your work search? So I think there are two different and two important aspects of it. First of all, the formatting conditions, formatting rules. The other one is about content. So you will have to pay stronger attention. First of all, when analyzing the job posting, as I said, using keywords, highlighting relevant competencies, and using specific formatting so the resume can be read by the applicant tracking system. Okay, and so this is just an slide showing analyzing and deconstructing the job posting.
Yalcin,
Yeah,
sorry, push for the side. I have a
sure,
question from the last slide.
of
So,
course.
when you're saying that format needs to be readable, so so sometimes like potential employees send on the PDF to the employer. Sometimes they
Yeah.
said Word format. So, is there something like
Yes.
we need to send on the PDF?
Yes, yes. There are some rules. I'm going to explain it later. Thank you for asking. There are
Okay,
some formatting rules. Kushbu. First of all, I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to send you this list after the meeting as well. But the first thing first, most of these ATS systems they work with Word document and document like Word document. So that's why. Unless otherwise is announced, it's always good to submit your application with a Word document. That's first thing that we need to know, because lots of ATS system they have difficulties to read the other documents like such as PDF and other documents than Word document. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this information later. I'm gonna give you a list with this formatting rules, and also I'm gonna send this resources after the session. Okay,
sure. Thank you.
you're welcome. Let's keep reading this. This is a slide showing how can we analyze and deconstruct the job posting. So we need to focus on the qualification and the skills, the required skills section in the job posting. Generally, these are what you will be doing and what you will need to succeed. So these are the qualification they are looking for skills, required skills, and you can always use this method to see how many of skills and the qualifications do you have. So it's always good to use the same wording, like because as I said, they are putting the keywords in the job posting, and at the end, when this ATS automated system works, they try the system tries to match the keywords. That's why reading the key skills and finding the repetitive words, basically they are important for the employers, maybe your future employers. That's why this kind of exercise also is important. Okay, and we are calling it like tailoring our resume. So we are tailoring our resume to the job description. So this is the thing that we do. So I'm going to show you how we do this. I'm going to give you some examples about it. But the first thing first is like to see the keywords, and when you have this quality, for example, create visual assets for marketing campaigns and strategies across mixed media. So if you have this skill already, it's always good to describe your skill similarly to this job posting. It's not copy or paste the total sentence, of course, but when you have you decided which words are the keywords, so try to use the keywords in your resume. So it's a good way to tailor your resume and increase your matching score. As I said, I'm going to show you a real example by using a tool. How can we increase our matching score? So it's called optimizing our resume for ATS. Now we will see also there are some, as I said, there are some technical things like formatting rules. Also there are some content related rules we need to pay attention. Okay, so targeting our resume using keywords and competencies that are in the job posting is crucial to passing through the ATS. One resume doesn't fit for all job applications. So let me highlight this. I know that in some countries other than Canada, people can apply for different jobs using the same resume. So we call it master resume here. But here in Canada, every time we apply for different jobs, we need to target our resume. This is called targeting or tailoring the resume. I know that it's time consuming and it necessitates lots of efforts, but when you start doing this, you will see that the time that you spend on it will be shorter and shorter. Why? Because you will gain experience, how you target your resume, and you will, when you start applying for different similar jobs, you will know about the small changes you need to do. So it's all about having experience for this ATS rules. So this was the presentation basics of the ATS. Now let's skip to, if you like, some rules, as I said before, to optimize our resume. So now I'm going to share my screen again with another document, if it's okay with you. So let's see the other document. This document that I will be sending, I will sending this document after the session. So these are the rules right away. You can see as Kushbu asked, has just asked, after explaining what is the applicant system, we already explained it, so there's no need to repeat. So what does this mean for you? As I said, it's stronger. You will create your resume, how you will create your resume, stronger emphasis when using keywords and highlighting relevant competency. Now the document formatting, okay, it's also another thing which is really important. ATS is programmed to look for certain keywords identified by the employer in the search for the ideal candidate. As I said, they are really busy. That's why they are setting these rules, and they are trying this by using this software. They are trying to eliminate the resumes they are not really that are not having this all qualities. So your keywords, the keywords of the job posting can be related to technical skills, soft skills. So what is technical skill? What is soft skill? I know that most of you already know this. Technical skills like the devices or tools or softwares or methods that you've been using in order to perform your job. So these are technical or hard skills. Soft skills, there are the skills mostly related to communication skills or teamwork skills, or working under pressure or working in a fast-paced environment. So these are the soft skills. So both of the skills are really important for employers because they are already they already set some rules to eliminate people or participants that don't have this necessary qualifications. That's why they might have put some keywords about technical skills and also about soft skills. What else? Let's see. Education, for example, they might have put some necessary educational condition like MBA. I will hire a person with an MBA for this position. So if it's the case, the ATS will look for MBA, Masters in Business Administration. So location of employment and training, it's another keyword they might have looked for. And personal contact information again. So to best determine what keywords the employer will be using, review the following. So job postings, job descriptions, so of course company websites and social media, online searches for specific industries and professions, national occupation classification. As you know, every profession here in Canada has different NUC codes, national occupation classification codes. So, okay. So for newcomers, I would like to repeat that this session is being recorded. If so, you can turn off your camera during this session if you like. Okay. So far, any question? If not, we can look at the formatting rules. Okay, the formatting rules. I know that this is also important. First of all, I would like to say that this is not an exhaustive list. This is not an exhaustive list because this this list has a really important rules like the one of these I already said. Try to use standard Word document and save in a doc format. Not all systems can read docx, PDF, and the other formats. So like JPG. So do not use headers, footers, templates, tables, graphs, charts, accents, or shadings. So try to keep it simple, black and white, no any other colors. Even when you write your email, try not to underline and try to write it in black, not with any other colors. You know, here you can see, do not use underlines. This includes email addresses. Do not use or include hyperlinks. Make sure there's spacing between the subsection title and content. So that's all this efforts. It's increasing the possibility of being read your resume by ATS. And when you pass this first stage, a real human resource person can see your resume between the selected ones, and actually a real person can read your resume. So that's why it's that I had some clients in the past saying that I've been applying for over 50 jobs and nobody calls me. And this time, when we check their resume, we see that lots of the resumes are not compatible with the ATS rules. That's why try to be more careful about this first formatting rules and second targeting rules. Try to use classical top fonts like Arial, Calibri, Verdana, a size 12. Try to keep font styles simple, no shadows or colors. Try to avoid using all caps for contact information and in body of resume. So that's another important formatting rule. Sure.
Yeah, I had a question here.
Sure.
Concerning the size of the fonts,
Yeah.
sometimes, like I've been told that the resume should be a maximum of 2 pages. So if
Yes.
it does not fit the 2 pages, I
Yes.
have the habit of reducing the font size.
Yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, your functional resume need to be 2 pages. That's correct. So I know in some cases I had also some clients with lots of experience, educational work experience, and in this case, you can have maybe 11 like a little font, okay, but try to not to use like a 10. Okay, the limit can be 11. So I know that it's a rule, but each time you target your resume, of course you don't add every experience or every qualities that you have. You target your resume. That's why it's good to have this in 2 pages. Okay.
Right.
Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you very much for your question. Let's keep going. And so dates for education and employment are typically placed on the right height and center. I will show you an example. And if you held several different positions with a company, treat each positions as if it were separate standalone position. Okay. And let's repeat again. Customize each resume for the specific position being sought using exact language from the job description. That's also a part of this targeting process. So always targeted keywords, okay, relevant keywords and phrases, and try to be specific. For example, if in the job post it mentions Adobe Photoshop, uh, instead of using image editing software, try to use exactly this wording, Adobe Photoshop. So this is an example that you can apply for other things. So that's the meaning of using the keywords, right? And also, please do not use special characters as you see on the screen. The at symbol is acceptable to use. Avoid using accents like French origin words like this one. Accents have a tendency to be reformatted into something completely different by an ATS. That's why it rents impossible to read sometimes the content. Use keywords and phrases in context. So incorporate them into descriptive achievements-oriented bullet points. Do not just use them as a list of skills or competencies. Try to edit carefully and be error-free. The ATS will recognize misspelled words, and misspelling critical and target words may not allow your resume to pass the ATS screening process. That's why we always recommend you to do proofreading. Try to get some help. Of course, we are here as your career coaches. We try to help to make it perfect without any error, any grammar error, or any spelling error. So it's another important role. So if you are working towards the certification that is a requirement for the position, include it on the resume. However, make sure you include a phrase such as pursuing or completion the date. So if you are about to receive this certificate but not yet, so try to put it in your resume with this explanation. Listing your credentials like MBA, CPA, PhD, etc. next to your name is acceptable. But besides this, try to use abbreviations even when you write, for example, the names of the months. In order to say no, please write the whole word like November, okay? It's also a good thing to be for your resume to be read by ATS. Do not feel the need to create a completely stripped down document. Strategically using simple bullets, caps, and bolded headings can help make your resume attractive. And so bullets are okay. You can use the bullets, for example, when you create your profile statement or skill statement. If in doubt, keep it simple. If you are not sure whether an ATS will read a specific style that you have, do not use it. And if you are asked to pass your resume and cover letter into a field, you should not use any formatting. So exactly, yeah, that's another for some application. They are giving you, of course, a place, a platform to pass your resume. So in this case, you shouldn't use any formatting. So as I said, I'm going to send you this document for your consideration just after the session. You can read it again and you can change your resume with these rules of ATS. Any questions so far? Everything's good?
I have one question, sorry. So
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure if you will cover this. Do employers prefer some format for the resumes? Are you covering this topic? Format.
Yeah, I cannot say that all the employers they prefer, but I can say the ATS system has some preferences, okay? Because they are using the ATS for they are different companies and they might choose different keywords, different rules. As I try to do to give you general perspective, but I need to repeat that every ATS system and every company might have chosen different keywords, right? Because it's changing according to the job posting. But the rules that I try to give, it's like especially formatting rules are mostly accepted. And also,
So,
I will share a resume type with you, and I'm going to show you some skill statements. Please.
okay, sure.
Okay, good. Now it was the second part of our session. Now let's switch to the third part. Third part will be about to show you a resume and sample resume, and this resume, how concrete the skill statements are, and how it will be appreciated by ATS. Just let me show you this example. Here we go. Okay, this is a human resources resume sample. So in order to answer Khushbu question, so this is the functional resume template that we are using, and we are thinking that it's a very good resume, especially for newcomers to build, because this resume type is highlighting your skill summary, and it covers general situation of lacking Canadian work experience, because as a newcomer it's normal that newcomers don't have Canadian job experience yet. That's why they try to get the first Canadian job. So that's why this example, this template highlighting skill summary. Now let's see this resume. You see your name, your address, your phone number, your email. It's not underlined. Please pay attention. And it doesn't have any color. So the first section, professional summary, it's normal that you can use bullet points. That's totally normal. Okay. And after this, here it comes, the skill summary. Now I would like you to see one example. Let's read it. Screened and onboarded more than 40 employees a day to ensure an understanding of company policies and procedures, along with employment benefits and other related information. And let's read the other one. Received and organized the digital and physical documentation for new and existing employees before the onboarding process to ensure successful beginnings in the company and set expectations with 100% accuracy. So is there anything that you notice here? How this skill set entries are structured? What do you think? Do you think that there is something that you noticed? Do you think that these are concrete or not really? So if you see it again, it's really strong statements because it has some numbers. Like it's concrete because it has some numbers, and it shows your background with really good examples. It's a good strategy to give some numbers like 40 employees or 100% accuracy. So also you see here, this person is using some software names. Probably they have given this in the job posting. So these are the things that you need to pay attention in order to target your resume. Okay, so these are the important facts. Now let's do another exercise together. I sent you a job scan link with my welcome email, if you remember. Now I will try to demonstrate how job scan is working. So just let me open this for you. So basically, JobScan is a tool that might help in order to increase your matching score. Okay, matching score, and it's really easy how to use it. So let's use this human resources resume together. And let's also use a job posting, human resources job posting. And by using job scan, we will be seeing some scores, okay? Let's share again my screen with this. Do you see my screen? Do you see job scan website? Do you see it? Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Now, I'm gonna copy and paste the human resources resume for you, and we will see the matching score. This is the resume, and I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste here. So I passed here or hold the resume. Now I click on continue. Now I need job description. So I already found a job description, and I'm gonna copy and paste here the whole job description. Any job description that you are interested in, you can find on job search tools such as Workopolis or Indeed. So I found a job posting. So I just scan here. Now, only thing that I need to do is to click on scan. So it will scan and it will give me a match rate, matching score. Do you see my matching score, unfortunately, is low? What does that mean? That means that I need to work on my resume because I need to increase my resume. Let's see if there is any comments on this website. So, searchability, ATS tips, you see education match, date formatting. No dates were found within the text of your resume. So that's a warning from JobScan. Because my resume was a sample resume, it doesn't contain any dates, and JobScan warns me that please add some dates on your resume. Because of it, I lost some points. Okay. Now that's a good one, hard skills section. It gives us some examples. For example, performance management wording. This in the job description, it's been used 3 times, but in my resume there is no any wording saying performance management. Maybe I had this in my past, but I didn't use the exact wording. So that's why it warns me that please try to use, if you have done this kind of job, if you have the skills, you might have wanted, or you might want to use the exact wording to increase your resume. Again, employer relations. I'm sure that as a person working in HR, imagine that there's a person with this simple resume, but this person didn't use this word, employer relations, but JobScan has done. That's why we need to change the wording, such as workforce planning and employer relations. These are also some examples on soft skills. For example, in the job description, they have used problem resolution once, but this person hasn't used problem resolution, such as problem solving. Also, it's another wording that this person should or could use in order to increase his or her matching score. Again, best practices, collaboration. So collaboration is okay because job description, it's been used once, and in my resume also it's been used once. So other keywords, generalists, resources, relations, plannings. That's the part that I like a lot because it gives us some skills comparison with other keywords. So, and it doesn't end here. Also, it gives some recruiter tips. There are 4,072 words in your resume, which is under the suggested 1,000 word count for relevance and ease of reading reasons. You are applying to a junior level role. Given your experience, this role is a great fit. So yeah, basically this is working this way. So you can use to do this tool to increase your matching score. I would like to repeat, there are two ways. First, we need to pay attention to the formatting rules that I've just explained, and I'm gonna send the rules after the session. The second is targeting. Targeting is in Canada is really important because mainly for ATS reasons. So we don't apply for different roles with the same master resume. Master resume is a resume type that we are keeping for ourselves. Every time we accomplish something new, we can add it to our master resume. But every time we apply for a different job, we need to target our resume. So this is the basics of ATS. So with I really experienced this in my professional life. My clients paying attention to ATS rules, they had more calls, more interview calls, and they had really quickly changes in their career planning. So that's why I believe it might seem really not really big thing, but if you consider the impacts, the results, it might impact a really big results. So if you haven't signed up, you can sign up the link that I sent you. So do you have any other questions? Let's talk about this. It does make sense, the explanations that I made.
Yes,
Yes.
it's very good. But I had a question.
Sure.
Do you have a free software for job scanning?
You know, yeah. Let me tell you this. When you are subscribed on JobScan, it gives you some free scan rights, right? But when you are you finished all the scan, you can always contact your career coach, and you can ask. You can share your targeted resume and job posting. I do it for my clients because when I send this link every time, I gain some free rights, free scan rights, and I'm using all these rights to serve my clients. So you can always contact your career coach and send your targeted resume. That's important, and send your job posting and ask for the results so they can also help you target your resume. Skonya,
That's good. Thank you.
you're welcome. Any other questions? No questions? Because this is the last. Yeah,
Question.
go ahead, please.
Okay, so basically, as you said before, that there are many clients who say we are
Yeah,
applying for so many jobs and we don't get
yeah.
any calls. I'm one of them.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Sorry
am.
to hear that, but it will change, I'm sure.
Okay, so I wish and I am sure it will help. But
Sure.
the thing is that if I have applied already a few places, because before this I have been applying lots of places, right? So now if I want to change my resume,
Yeah.
is that okay? Because I don't know how it works in Canada. So,
Yes, yes, I see. You know, normally for the jobs that you applied already, they have an expiration date. So for
okay,
them, it's late. But normally, when you apply online, because the ATS reasons, if it's eliminated by ATS, so there's no HR people, they didn't see your resume yet. So you can send your resume again if it's an online application, submitted your different resume by using the correct ATS rules. But if you send directly to a person, so of course it's not a very good impression. But if you apply online, I believe that there's no harm because you change your resume by respecting the ATS rules. Now you had chance to contact the real person, HR person.
okay. Okay, so if I'm applying for the same job with a different resume online, usually I do it online, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay, correct?
Yeah, if the system allows it, of course. If you use it's a different story.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Yes, great questions. Thank you very much. And is there any other question? Okay, if there's any other question, I can wrap it out. As I said, I'm gonna send you the resources for your consideration. You can always contact your career coaches at Manitoba Start. We are here to help you when you have a job posting and when you want to target your resume. Just try to target and try to get recommendations from your career coach and try to know your matching score before you apply. If it's 75% or 80%, that's good to go. So you can apply immediately. Okay. So it looks very technical, but there are some tips that you can use. That was the objective of this session. So thank you very much for participating. If you don't have any other questions.
So
Then
you
just
can go ahead.
sorry. So mostly we work on the functional resumes, right? So but when I was just doing Googling, so they were saying that chronological resumes also sometimes it's preferable in
Yeah.
the Canadian companies. So
Yeah.
mostly we worked on the functional resumes.
Yes.
So what's
Yes.
your take
You
on
know,
this?
as I explained it, yeah, you can also use chronological resume, but this is like an experience, the result of the experience of the years, and we saw that for especially for newcomers, using the functional resume is more preferable in order to highlight your skill set other than your chronological job history. That's only for this reason. If you want to apply for chronological resume, so you can go ahead. There's no problem. It's not a written law rule, okay? But it's just the result of the experiences that we had, and just we recommend it.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. And we had,
Yeltsin, I
yes,
have a
Zuhair, you have a
question.
question? Please go ahead.
Yes. So, from when I'm like meeting the newcomer, they said why we have to send a cover letter
Yeah,
when we send a resume.
yeah,
So sometimes it's not make sense for them. Like why?
yeah,
What's the purpose to have like two things? Is the employers or the HR people having time to
yeah,
go through it or not? So they say in like different words, it seems like a useless.
yeah.
So, how I can respond to them? Like it's
Sure,
like a something Canadian
sure.
experience, and you have
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for this question. Very good question, by the way. Cover letters are also really important, Zuhair, because my general experience with the cover letters, and I recommend my clients, even though in the job posting there's no requirements about cover letter, I recommend them to submit their application with a cover letter, because by nature the resumes are more neutral, but the cover letter you can be more informal. So that's why cover letter gives the great opportunity to to express yourself in more informal way than the resumes. That's why I'm recommending this. In the lots of job posting they are requiring cover letter, because as I said, it's like what the essential of cover letter is show the future employer that why I think that I am the perfect fit for the job. I want to share my feelings about it, because when you really put all this thoughts in your resume about why you are the perfect fit for this job, talking about your education, your past experience with pronouns, because in the resumes there we don't use pronouns, but in the cover letter it's like more storytelling with pronouns, and it's more it has it has this storytelling characteristic. That's why I always recommend my clients also to submit their application with additional cover letter.
Yeah, wonderful. I do have one more question, if you allowed me, to
Mhm.
your
Sure, go ahead.
clients. It's part of my job to make their sound louder to be heard for like another level on the media level. So, guys,
Sure.
if you have like something challenging in this time, like when you find a job, what do you think it's something we have to make it easier for you, to make your life easier. If someone have like any suggestions or ideas, I'm very welcome to share it on my platform. That will be something um, like useful if you have something to share about your challenges. If there is no challenges, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
See, basically, we are newcomers, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have Canadian experience, right?
Mhm.
So what I think that we face a challenge is that they want experienced people, but we
Mhm.
are looking for experience, for somebody to give us experience, then
Mhm.
we are going to get it, right?
Yeah.
So most of the postings are like, we want so much experience in Canadian, and we don't have that in here. We are looking for that, and that's what we are struggling in. We don't have experience. We don't have. Usually, we have to start from the scratch then, because like just a transitional job, spend some few years in that transitional job, and then show that we have some Canadian experience and go to our job. And that's what I feel, that sometimes it's little bit challenging for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if I can add to this line, yeah, so whatever the experience we have in the back country, like I was a kind of project manager in my last company in India, but to get the similar kind of designation in here, so though I have like 9 years, similar 9 years of experience, but
Mhm.
I can't say I get the same designation here. Maybe I have to start from somewhere the down, like some initial positions from my background, then I can reach the same level like project manager maybe in next 2 3 years. It's hard to get the same kind of designation. That's even I can say from my experience.
Yeah, I see.
Initially,
It's the
yeah.
same things what I struggle with, and I have to say that Manitoba Start helped me a lot. And I will give the mic to Yeltsin because he's a
Yeah.
career coach, and he will
Yeah.
help to make it more clear.
Yeah.
We have like
Yeah.
just like a 3 minute left, so
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
that will be your final words, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Zuhair, it was really nice. Thank you. Thank you also for the comments from our clients. Yeah, we are here here to help you, get through this process with some struggles as a newcomers. I also had similar problems. I've been living in Canada since 2 years, but Manitoba Start was a great help for me as well. And I'm really happy to work here. And Nikita and other parts, I believe it was Kushbu, right? And I really agree with you. But we have transferable skills. Never forget it, Nikita. Even though we don't have any Canadian work experience yet, we have confidence and transferable skills, and also lots of Canadian employers that they are hiring newcomers without any Canadian work experience. I've been living this I've been witnessing this experiences here at Manitoba Start with my clients. So thank you very much, Zuhair, and thank you very much everyone for this great session. And I hope you all the best. And as I said, we are here, all your career coach here to help you to target your resumes and other needs that you might help. Thank you again, everyone, and hopefully see you soon.
We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. If you find this episode helpful, please share it with your friend who looking for a job. So maybe they are applying online, but they have some challenging. And with this advices, we will make their life more easier. Again, if you like it, like, share, and subscribe, and wait for a new episode from Civic Platform.